Hi, welcome to this session. Here we are going to be looking at dictionary in Python. Dictionary is one of the most powerful data structures in Python because of its dynamics and its versatility. So a dictionary is a built-in data type used to store key value pairs. Like in other data structures, in Python, we use dictionary to store data. However, in dictionary, we use key value pairs. Unlike in lists and tuples and co, where each values are stored individually, in dictionary, each of those values are actually attached to a key, and that key is very important in identifying and retrieving those values as things proceed. So it is a highly versatile data structure, and like I said, it allows for fast retrieval and manipulation of data. So it is usually defined by enclosing a comma separated list of key value pairs within curly braces, and we can also use a function to do so. So let's move. Key value pairs basically means that we have a value in our dictionary and then we attach it to a particular key, and that key must be unique and it must be immutable, and that is why we use only the immutable data or immutable data structures such as string, numbers or tuples as key in a dictionary. So the corresponding values in the key value pair can actually be anything, whether mutable or immutable, and usually they are mutable. When we want to create a dictionary, we can use a curly braces or we use the dict function. So let's start with curly braces. Look at student one here. What we want to do here is that we want to put the attributes of a particular student in a dictionary, and each of those attributes will be in form of a key value pair. For example, the name of our student is John. His age is 30. The city where he lives is Ogbomoso. Good. So let's run this and then let's call student one.
The toilet.
You can see now that this is our dictionary. So we formed this dictionary using the curly braces. So when we put our values, the key value pairs inside a curly braces, then we are going to form our dictionary. So let's check the type of student one. You see is a dictionary. The second way we can create our dictionary is by using the dict function. What you do is that we use this method instead of using a colon to separate the key value pairs and using the comma to separate each of them. We use this method where we say the key is equals to the value. By this, Python will recognize that Alice is a value to a key called name, and 25 is a value to a key called age, and so on and so forth. So let's call on student 2 and let us see what you have. Good. So let's say type of student two. You can see now. Good.
withdraw at thought we
Dictionary can also contain values that are of other data structure, including dictionary inside a dictionary. So let us look at it from this angle. Let's say we want to talk about students score. So students score. So let's say we want to have a dictionary where we put each student name as the key and their scores in three subjects as the values. So let's say academic equals. So we put the score of academic inside list. So that is academic score. Then so we put this here, and then we say the score of Joseph. This guy is very brilliant. And then the score of the lady is also very intelligent. So now we have been able to put the score of each of these students in three courses as a value, and their names are used as the key. So let's call the student score. So you can see now that you have been able to create it successfully. The point here is that with a dictionary, we can store different values in different form of data type or even data structure and assign them to a particular key, which we are going to be using to identify them and also to retrieve them. Good. The next thing we want to do is how can we access the values inside a dictionary? How do we pick those values? We spoke about indexing in list and also in tuple. But here the process is different, and we are going to start from these two functions, or let's say two methods, keys and values. These two guys are very central to how we are going to be able to access values, whether the key or the value from our list. What does keys do? Keys allow us to access the keys inside a particular dictionary. So assuming they give us a student, so let's say student score, and somebody said, okay, can we know the list, or can we know the names of all the students in this particular dictionary? So since we know that, we use the name of the student as the key for the key value pairs. So we just say student score dot keys, and you can see now that with this we have been able to access all the keys in our dictionary, which are actually the names of each students that were recorded in that particular dictionary. Assuming what we want to do is that we want to check the values. So we want to check the values of the element in our list, in our dictionary. What we use is the values. So let's say, so with this, you can see that the values have been extracted. So this is how it starts. Then there is another method called items. The items method actually extracts both the key and the value for each pair, and it puts them in a tuple. So let's see. Let's use students one here. So student one dot items. Let's see what you have. So you can see that with this tuple now, you can say, oh, student one, this is the name of the student one, this is age 30, and this is city where it came from. So these three methods are very important in accessing values out of dictionary, and these are very, very important because we are going to be dealing with values inside dictionary a lot as a Python programmer, and we must know how to navigate around them. Now let's do a small task, and this task is simple. I want to extract all the names and print them out. So I can use a for loop to do that. For example, if I say for name in student
See?
score dot keys print name. You see now that with this you have been able to print all the names. Assuming I want to put all of these names in another list, what I will do is simple. I will just append it into an empty list like we discussed under list. So let's look at it here now. So let's say names list. So we make it an empty list, and then here I say names list dot append name, and say return list, name list. Oh, there's an error here. It should be names. Good. You see now that with this method, we have been able to extract all the names of the students and put them in a particular list. So this is how we can navigate around extracting information from our dictionary using the keys, the the keys method, the values method, and the items method. And we can do the same thing for values. So let's try it for values. Let me just copy this code here. So let's say value list. So for value in students score dot, so we just use values here. and then we say value list dot append value, and then we call on our value list. So you see now that we have been able to extract all the values from our dictionary. I believe we enjoyed this session. Until we meet in the next one, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and like our videos. Thank you very much.